The battle is on. The battle for freedom is on.
I come here because I love freedom, I chase freedom.
The Free State Project gave libertarians hope. Libertarians are used to losing political fights.
I think it's winning. The Free State Project is winning.
I want a free state governor, I want a free state senator, I want a free state congressman.
It's not a surprise that Free Staters are active.
We run for office because we just realize it is a way to affect the change that we want to see.
If you're going to pick up and move your family across the country for this political movement.
I want a free state rep. I want a free state register of probate.
You're probably going to be involved in that political movement when you get here.
The reason that New Hampshire state government has gotten as extreme as it has in the last 2 years is because people were not paying attention to who were elected.
I want them to be eliminating and shrinking the government. As to how far we can make it in 10 years, we'll see.
We have some great things that we've built as a society and as a government. I want to keep making them better, not destroy them.
I don't think the battle ever ends if you're fighting over something that's important to you.
It's all about liberty is my North Star.
How you doing? I'm running for U.S. Senate. How you doing? How are you? Hi, how are you doing? Hi, my name's Bruce. This is my dog Loki. Oh, you gave me a brochure. Thank you. Okay. If you vote for me, September 13th.
Okay, stand there and look all handsome. Thanks, babe.
That'd be a good one. Hello. He said, is she Republican? She said, yes. And said, she has my vote. I'm Lily Tang Williams. I'm running for U.S. Congress. So I was born and grew up in Communist China. And I was 2 years old when Mao started his great proletarian cultural revolution. And I was the eyewitness of all the horrors. I lived it.
And you lived through it.
Yeah, right. So that's why my slogan is like, I fear the country I love is becoming like the country I left. I saw people commit suicide, jump into community water well, naked body floating. So I had no idea what the world was like outside of China. So now when I first came here was May 11th, 1988, first day. And I met my husband first night in Austin, Texas. I went to UT Austin for graduate school. I swear to you, I don't want to live in another China. Not when I'm alive in this country. So I'm going to do whatever I can to warn people we don't want socialist policies here.
I am absolutely 100% behind Lily Tang Williams because I think she's going to listen to the people. She understands where the power comes from.
So I think my campaign is really about a grassroots movement for life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, about the American dream.
My name is Bruce Fenton. I'm running for U.S. Senate representing New Hampshire. I'm a father of 4. I'm married and I live on a farm in the seacoast. This is my first time running and I jumped in really late. It's kind of like in a video game, you go in a dungeon, you level up your skills. You know, that's what this race is. The biggest race on the ticket for this year, United States Senate. It's high office. I've kind of gotten almost a PhD in politics in just a few months. Hey, I'm running for U.S. Senate. You can pet my dog if you vote for me. I want gay married couples to be able to buy fully automatic weapons to protect their marijuana plants and use Dogecoin for the purchase. I'm not for everybody, but there is people that love what I have to say.
I'm here because I love Bruce, and he's running as a Liberty Republican.
I don't think I'm that likable, really. I mean, I'm kind of a jerk, and I definitely am very controversial and divisive, so I kind of get a kick out of it when somebody's like a genuine fan. I know they really mean it.
When I did see Bruce was fighting for the right cause, I just figured I got to get off the couch and support that.
I'm running as a Republican, but I land very libertarian on pretty much everything. accept succession. I did serve my country. I don't want to dismantle it. Libertarians in the state have been very, very successful running as Republicans and getting elected to office.
A lot of people, when they hear the term libertarian, they think of the Libertarian Party.
Big L libertarian just means Libertarian Party.
But libertarian, not capitalized, is more of a philosophy.
Don't hurt people, don't take their stuff, all those ideas. So I would identify as a little L libertarian. I am in fact a card-carrying Republican. They might not want me, but that's where I am. So this came in the mail on Wednesday to my home address, and it's a very nasty letter. I'm running for House of Representatives in Ward 11 here on the west side of Manchester, New Hampshire. Free Staters have run mostly Republican. It's hard to get ballot access, that barrier to entry. We have had ballot access for LP. You have to get 4% of the vote on the congressional level. So Jeremy Kaufman, who does serve with me on the board of the Free State Project, he's running.
They say to dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And I want to become a lizard person. I would like to rule you. I'd like to lie to your face and then do something else because it benefits me. I would like to be as corrupt as possible. I would like to enrich myself and then tell you it was for your own benefit. I'm Jeremy Kaufman, and I'm running for U.S. Senate. I'm serious. One of the ways we can encourage people to think a little bit differently is by using humor to kind of poke holes in some of the things that they might be believing, to kind of get them to recognize some of these things.
When you're running as a candidate for public office as a libertarian, and other people are using the word libertarian to mean angry, aggressive, offensive, anti-Semitic, just shitposting on the internet, it makes it a lot harder to earn votes, because I'm not that guy. I'm Nicholas Sarwark. I'm running for Hillsborough County Attorney as a Libertarian, but under New Hampshire law can also get the nomination as a Democrat if enough people write my name in.
Do you identify with the Free State Project at all?
I don't. It's a tough thing to talk about. I've been a Libertarian since I was 12 years old. I've spent over 2 decades leading the Libertarian Party. That's not my libertarianism. These are people who are taking that word and using it to point at something that it's not. It's kind of like if I said, puppy, and pointed to a poisonous snake, that would make it really hard if you were an actual puppy. People would be like, well, I don't want to touch the puppy, he might bite me and kill me. It's like, no, real puppies are actually soft and cuddly. That's a poisonous snake that somebody's trying to make look more attractive.
There is no perfection in this method. I sort of want to repurpose my signs because I'm a cheap Yankee at heart. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to run for state senate again. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have a primary opponent, so I'm just in it to win it in November.
American dream is about freedom and prosperity, and we're losing both. Don't give up.
I won't.
Your future is in your hands. Yes, I'm a free stater. Because I love freedom, I chase freedom. That's why I came to New Hampshire. If people don't elect me, that's fine. Okay, I'll run again,
It's primary election day, so this is, nature of the beast here in New Hampshire. We're a political state. This is what we do for fun.
I got to vote for like 5 friends who are very pro-liberty. Being able to vote for friends who I know have integrity and love liberty and will fight for liberty, but also fight for me as a friend, it's an incredible privilege to be able to vote for these people. We're optimistic about a bunch of good results.
I'm very concerned about what's happening to the politics in the state of New Hampshire. I grew up north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and hung up my shingle here in Wolfboro, New Hampshire, where I've practiced in ophthalmology since 1986, until I retired 6 years ago now. I've always thought of myself as being pretty conservative, but the Republican Party, particularly in the House, has taken such extreme measures, with Free Staters leading the way. I had a confrontation with Republican leadership over a vaccine bill that prior to June.
I'm never going to be told that I must take an injection.
I've changed parties from being a Republican to being a Democrat because I can't put up with this anymore.
You've got these folks who want to secede. They want to abolish our democratic institutions. They want to undermine public education.
I don't think that's what most people in the state of New Hampshire want. Yes, they want their taxes to be low. Yes, they want businesses to do well. I want those things too. But what these people are asking for is way too far.
Our first Free State Project mover got elected to the State House in November 2006, and it's just gone from there.
We're definitely aware of the Free State Project.
The first Free Stater to be elected was actually a Democrat.
There's some that are running in my primary right now, so as Democrats, because, I don't know, they thought maybe they could sneak in.
They want to get into office, so they don't want to be honest that they're Free Staters, and they're using the party system to try to get elected, even if they're not aligned with the values of that party.
Some of them call themselves Republicans, but they're not Republicans. They have an agenda that's very different. They've just hitched their wagon to our party.
Our House Majority Leader, Republican Jason Osborne, is a Free State Project member.
I'm not here to dismantle your government. I'm here, I believe, to deliver the product that the people want me to deliver to them. So when I took over as leader of the caucus, I told everyone, like, any opinions that I have are out the window now. I don't have opinions anymore. My opinions are your opinions. I'll keep people from trying to whittle away at things that people aren't ready for, like these secessionist goofballs. If all of a sudden the people of New Hampshire wanted to secede, I would be there for them when that day comes, if ever. But yeah, in general, government is the problem, not the solution.
Gary Johnson was the most successful Libertarian Party presidential candidate. But if you think about libertarianism more broadly than the Libertarian Party, certainly Ron Paul.
We had a big wave in 2008. That was sort of the first Ron Paul wave.
I had the first hope that I'd ever had, and that was Ron Paul.
I call myself a Ron Paul Republican.
I was a big fan of Ron Paul.
I had the privilege of voting for him because he was different.
Why should we concede to the government that they decide everything that we do with our own bodies?
And that activated a lot of young people and really was kind of an exciting moment for the movement.
And I voted for Ron Paul.
Ron Paul. Ron Paul.
The campaign of Ron Paul in 2012. Learned what libertarianism was. That was great.
I see myself as just, on occasion, encouraging people who end up doing a lot more for the cause of liberty than I did.
He managed to get into the debates. He was actually heard.
Why don't we have a big tent and welcome those of us who believe in liberty and believe in the Constitution? That's what it's all about, and that's what the Republican Party used to stand for.
Here's a guy saying what it needed to be said. Here's a guy that lives it.
Some things happen that you just can't predict. And that's why I'm excited when people come up with ideas like the Free State Project. Who knows how much influence that they've had.
We're walking into the Quill. This is one of several libertarian clubhouses.
And we actually bought the building, so the building is now community owned, which sounds awfully commie for a bunch of libertarians. It was the most complicated crypto deal in the history of mankind. And it's just evolved over the years.
All right, hey, the corporate press is here. It's really tough to hate us once you meet us. They've promised to be fair and neutral and to be unbiased, as we all know journalists reliably are. But let's be polite, and they're interested in checking out our space. And if the NBC News wants to run an article that says that libertarians have taken over New Hampshire, then we should all be glad about that. So yeah, let's be friendly and welcome them in. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, come check it out.
So tonight is dun dun dun. It's the primary in the 2022 elections.
There are a lot of Free Staters and Libertarians running in races. We're all gathered here to kind of be monitoring the returns.
This is like one of the best things in my life. And you can actually affect local change in a way that you really can't on a national level.
For a long time, people thought This is just a fringe group and they're not going to have a lot of impact here. But here they are, and they are on your local ballot.
I'm excited to see how the Free Staters do. I hope they do well, and if they don't, we'll be back. I think we're going to have a good cycle, to be honest. I think people are going to be very unhappy in November.